and welcome to the Buck Stops Here. How much do opinion polls really influence voters? That's a question that has political parties at odds trying to find an answer as the Election Commission debates a ban on polls once dates are announced for the polls. The Congress supports this ban, calling the polls a racket and a farce. The opposition says that's only because the Congress is running scared. It doesn't like the numbers it sees. The question, if they are a farce, why get so nervous at all? Either way, doesn't this debate discredit the voter, who we presume is going to choose candidates based on issues and the promise of governance?
Should opinion polls be banned once election dates are announced? Yes, say two national parties, the Congress and the CPM, in response to an earlier query from the Election Commission. The Congress says poll surveys are unscientific and non-transparent, but denies its link to the assembly polls.
From day one, I have been saying that these pre-poll surveys are absolute trash and they should not be taken seriously. Total ban, I think any kind of a ban, total ban in this country, any democratic country with a freedom of speech, I think it doesn't look correct. Right. But I think, you see, who are these people, agencies who are doing surveys? Can we depend on them? Are they not pliable? How authentic are they? I can tell you, one agency approached me asking for a huge amount of money so that they can do a pre-poll survey in our favor. So these are these fly-by-night operators all over the country.
Both the Congress and the CPM have also said that if a complete ban is not possible, then the results should be withheld until voting is over. A number of regional parties, including the Samajwadi Party, Akali Dal, Shiv Sena, DMK, AIADMK, Yedurappa's Karnataka Janata Party and the Indian Union Muslim League, also support a similar move. But the opposition has hit out at the Congress, linking its response to the recent poll surveys in poll-bound states of Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh and Delhi, where the Congress is shown to be faring poorly.
कांग्रेस डर रही है कि जो भी ओपिनियन पोल आएगा उसमें नरेंद्र मोदी जी और राहुल जी की जब तुलना होती है तो कहीं मुकाबला भी नहीं दिखता है, तो इस डर से वो ओपिनियन पोल पर ही पाबंदी लगा देना चाहती। कांग्रेस का बस चले तो वो लोगों की बोली चाली पर पाबंदी लगा दे, इमरजेंसी लगा दे, लेकिन वो अघोषित इमरजेंसी लगाना चाहती है, इसलिए इस तरह की बातें वो कर रही है।
Even a key component of the left front, the CPI, says the Congress is pressing the panic button as survey after survey have predicted a bad show for the party.
Congress party has reasons to worry about the recent poll surveys or the poll surveys which are coming out every now and then, because the opinion polls show that Congress party is declining, will be defeated.
In October, the Election Commission had sought opinion of political parties. If poll surveys and opinion polls should be banned once the Model Code of Conduct comes into force. Right now, as per law, the Election Commission can ban such surveys only 48 hours before polling. In June, the Attorney General had favoured a ban on opinion polls, but the Law Minister overruled him, asking the poll panel to first find out the views of political parties. Parties, though, tend to take positions depending on their assessment of the political situation. BJP's ally Akali Dal, though against the opinion polls itself, is hitting out at the Congress for saying no to opinion polls now, when it's at the receiving end of the surveys.
The same Congress party was all for opinion polls while the wind was blowing in their favour. Now that they've lost complete support of the people of India, they are saying please ban these.
Traditionally, political parties either trash or welcome opinion polls depending on how they are projected in these polls. But certainly new trends are emerging. For example, in Delhi, the Aam Aadmi Party has built their entire campaign around their own opinion poll that says they are winning the Delhi elections hands down. With camera person Manvendra Gautam, in New Delhi, Sandeep Hukan, NDTV.
Well, as the ball of the question of opinion polls gets tossed around between political parties and the Election Commission, joining us to debate that in the studio tonight from Chennai, the former Election Commissioner, Mr. N. Gopalaswamy, joining us from the BJP, Prakash Javadekar. They've had some very strong criticism of the Congress and their views on the opinion polls. Naresh Gujral from the Akali Dal is joining us as well. From the Congress, Sanjay Jha. The cephalogist and member of the Aam Aadmi Party, Yogendra Yadav, and in the studio with me, Image Guru Dilip Cherian also joining us. Mr. Gopalaswamy, I want to ask you first, the Election Commission's proposal to ban opinion polls as soon as poll dates are announced and notification of the polls takes place, do you think that the argument that it's basically against democracy, people should have the right to conduct opinion polls, it's being challenged when you say that, when the Election Commission suggests that?
Well, if the exit polls can influence, so also can opinion polls. The timing could be something which could be debated and discussed, but I think in content, both are more or less the same. Now, with a lot of sophistication, the opinion polls over the years have reached a better level of correctness. Therefore, there is every case for not influencing the voter till the very last moment with all kinds of information. So I think while there could be some debate on when it should start, etc., but a restriction on the opinion polls also, like the exit polls, is also, in my view, necessary.